Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Attorney General Pam Bondi just dropped some jaws on live TV. Before we get started, guys, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. It always helps us out. Pam Bondi, I think, has been a really good Attorney General. I think she's done a really great job so far in getting these deportation cases done, in arresting massive gang members. I have issues with her not bringing out the Epstein list yet. I think that we've waited long enough, and I really want to know where she's at on that. But other than that, I think she's done a tremendous job. And so when she says something, I take her at her word. I believe her. And she was on Fox News last night, and she said, I think what we're all thinking. America is a safer place because of this MS-13, alleged MS-13 gang member, Abrego Garcia, being deported back to his home country of El Salvador. Now, she pointed out here that his family is safer. Why is his family safer? Well, his wife is on TV every night pleading for his return. Abused women also often love their husbands. But this is a woman that filed an order of protection against him in 2021. And the reason she gave was domestic violence. This is a man who was caught with known MS-13 gangsters with narcotics. This is a man who's been accused, not convicted, but accused of human trafficking. And Democrats are flying down to El Salvador demanding he come back. That he come back to your neighborhoods. That he come back to where you live, not where they live. He doesn't want them, they don't want them where they live, you understand? They want them where you live. And that, to me, is the hypocrisy of this thing. That, to me, is the worst part of what these people do. Because they don't give a darn about you. They just want, and they won't have it in their neighborhoods. But they want Abrego to live next to you. I want you to listen to what Pam Bondi had to say here. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Night to President Trump.
Well, I'm trying to understand that part, and I'm looking at the timeline. I'm looking at what the courts have said about him. I'm looking about what ICE has said about him. I'm looking about even though I'm having a hard time understanding why his wife is advocating for him to come back. Why is everybody saying he's a man from Maryland? What do you make of Senator Van Hollen and, you know, this performative art that he's involved in El Salvador, and of which he was unsuccessful today?
Well, America is safer because he is gone. Maryland is safer because he is gone. And that woman that he is married to and that child he had with her, they are safer tonight because he is out of our country and sitting in El Salvador where he belongs. These people are there saying because we needed to do the government needed to do one extra step, they're saying, of paperwork. Here's why. Because initially he claimed there was a rival gang. So he's saying he's a gang member. There's a rival gang in El Salvador, which no longer exists, by the way, that could have hurt him if he had gone back to El Salvador. So there was no ending for him, none, where he would end up staying in this country. And President Bukele made it crystal clear that he is not returning him to our country. Our only job legally was to facilitate it if, according to the Supreme Court, President Bukele wanted him to come back to our country, and he does not want him back, and we do not want him back in our country.
Yeah. All right. Attorney General Pam Bondi, thank you for setting the record straight. As always, we appreciate it. Now, unfortunately,